What's up, everybody? Paul Baker with another episode of Legendary Muscle, and we have a special edition today. It's the A-Team edition, and we have Pete. Thanks for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
All right, so tell me, when did you get this car?
I got this thing 19 years ago.
19 years ago.
19 years.
And guys, for anybody who don't know, this is like the most iconic car in the 80s. It ran from 1983 to 1987, and with amazing 96 episodes. That's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
All right, so when you found this car 19 years ago, did you roll up on it and it was the A-Team van?
I wish it was. Yeah, this thing was strolled into the junkyard I was working at.
You got it at a junkyard?
Yep.
Holy smoke. So what was the condition of the body? I mean, did you have to freaking redo the whole car?
No, the body was actually really straight. The only thing we replaced was the sliding door because it had windows. We had to lose the windows. So that's the only thing that's been replaced.
All right, so the visor and the wing, was that on the vehicle?
No, the visor actually came from California. The wing came from a buddy of mine, and that's about it that I put on there.
Now, was there different visors? And because this one looks a little more curved?
Yeah, this is more like an old school one, and more curved, more rounded down. They had ones that like stuck straight out, which I didn't care for too much.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sounds good. Well, when I was doing the research on this car, because I always try to research all the cars when I'm going to do a show, I was watching one spot, and I seen the A-Team van turn in the corner. It didn't look like the A-Team van. It was solid black with a stripe, and the rims were different. I don't even think it was the right car.
No, there was a lot of scenes where if they knew they were going to wreck the van, instead of destroying the good ones, they used Ford Econoline. One scene where it went off the dock into the water, you can clearly see it was an Econoline Ford.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The other thing I noticed, too, was first couple episodes I was watching, this van was really shiny. And by the second or third season, it looked like a matte or a flat black.
Yeah.
So I was researching a little bit, and they said that they could see everything with the cameras and all that on the side.
Yeah, they would catch a glimpse of the producer or the cameras in the background, things they didn't want to see, so they went with more of a matte black, like dirty looking.
That's pretty cool. Now I'm trying to do one myself, and one of the hardest things to get was this brush bar right here. Yeah. It's awesome, man. Did you have to custom make it? Because I can't find anything that looks just like this.
Yeah, that one actually came off a real military Chevrolet truck, pickup truck, and I had to modify the brackets to fit the van because it's a different width frame. But it was still in camouflage paint when I got it.
It looks pretty sweet.
Yeah.
The other thing I had issues with, now I don't know how you did your rims, but when I got mine, I set it down and had a buddy come tell me, he was like, use Vaseline. So I'd paint the whole rim. I think I painted the whole rim, Vaselined it all off, then shot it black. Did you do the same thing with yours?
That seems pretty easy. Mine, no, I ended up painting the whole rim red. Then I taped off the red and then painted the black.
The whole thing off?
It took forever.
So how many car shows, in the 19 years, how many car shows has this been in? I mean, the whole 19 years you had to finish?
It's actually never been to a car show besides within the last, let's say, a year. It's been to a couple smaller events, but mainly it tows other vehicles up here, to different shows. But this is the first actual car show I brought it to.
Well, so that looks good. Yeah. And guys, he placed this time in the car show. Tell them about your VFW car show and what you won here.
This is actually the first time I ever won a trophy with the van. I got a second place.
See, that's crazy. If he's had this car 19 years, and when I was talking to him backstage, he was saying he's only had it finished for 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years. I'm sorry, but I just got mine, and I'm trying to work on it now with spray painting and everything. I don't give a crap. I try to make it done. I don't think I would have the patience to wait that long.
No, for 18 years I drove it around. It was half black primer, half gray primer, paint peeling off. It looked awful.
That's cool.
It was still fun to drive, though.
For sure. All right, now, talking about the engine. What do we got under the hood?
Well, the reason why it came to the junkyard, it had a 305 engine with no oil pressure. And it's got a good range 350, and it's got about 5,000 miles on it about now.
Oh, wow. Oh, dude, that looks great.
Thank you.
And the last thing I got to ask you, just like I asked everybody else, I've got to take a ride in it, man. Would you be willing to take me for a spin in this bad boy?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to take a spin in this beautiful A-Team van. Come on with us.
Let's go.
Well, Pete, I appreciate you taking me in on a spin. Now, listen, I know it sounds funny, but this is my first time ever in the A-Team van, really? So I'm stoked. Yeah, so I appreciate you coming out and doing this for us.
No problem.
There we go. Yeah, so when you're saying that you had to restore the outside of the car, did you have to do the inside too?
Yeah, the inside, I changed the whole dashboard. It was blue, so I put the gray in. Everything was blue, so I painted it black, the door panels and stuff like that.
Man, I tell you, having an A-Team van is amazing, dude. It's awesome. So I got a signature. Is it Sormento?
Yeah, Tom Sormento. He was actually the lead mechanic on the Dukes of Hazzard. He worked for Warner Brothers.
Yeah. So Why did he sign your 18 van?
Well, back in 2008, I owned 2 18 vans.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
in 2008, he jumped one
Yeah.
and got injured and whatnot. So I have the other 18 van at the house. It's a full stunt van, full roll cage.
So you have 2 of these guys?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
2.
Dude, that's amazing. You are one blessed dude, I'm telling you. So he was the mechanic on Dukes.
Yep.
And then he did stunt work for the 18?
He did something with the 18. I don't know exact story on that, but he did after a lot of these shows were off the air.
Yeah.
He formed the Hazard County stunt team. They
Oh,
traveled
that's cool.
up and down all over the place doing stunt shows from Maine all the way down to Florida and whatnot.
Dude, that's cool. Now, when you go out, and I know since you said you do car shows and everything. Now, do you do anything else? Do you do any charity runs? What else do you do?
Yeah, matter of fact, last weekend we did a charity, and we did it for 2 families with premature babies.
Oh, my
one
gosh,
baby
dude.
sadly passed away,
Oh,
but we were able to raise on only a 2-week notice $2,060.
Holy
So
smokes,
we
dude.
split that in half with both of the families. One family has to
dude.
travel from Westminster, South Carolina, all the way to Greenville every day to see the baby.
Bro, that's got
So
to
they're-
make you feel good.
Yeah, so they're
inside.
going to use that for the gas. The other one's going to use it for the funeral expenses for the baby and whatnot.
So how many do you average a year? Those charities. I mean, they call it, because I see on your Facebook, bro, you're always running.
Yeah.
I mean, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia.
Yeah.
How many do you do a year?
Despite, as long as the weather's holding, it's almost every single weekend.
Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
almost every weekend I'm traveling somewhere to some event to do something.
Oh, I know when we were talking a little bit earlier, and I want everybody to hear this. You were talking about the 18 van. This one here was actually in a commercial.
Yeah, this one here is funny. This was in a small commercial for a tattoo shop where I grew up in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And it was just something small, but we had a fun time doing it.
Man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So they pay you for doing stuff like that?
No cash. They paid me with a tattoo.
That's really cool. Now, man, one more thing. This stripe, I know I'm going to have some problems with it. When I talked to Vic and his Starsky and Hutch car, 13 hours to fix that stripe. Did you have any issues at all with your stripe?
No, it takes a long time to get it just right.
Yeah.
If you don't have it going up in the right spot or the thickness, it really makes it stand out that it's wrong. So you really got to do your research.
So it took you a while to do it.
It took a while, yeah.
So I tell you, when I get to that point,
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely need your help.
Oh, 100%. I'll come on down and help you.
I mean, I'll even pay your gas.
Yeah.
I just need
great.
it. Well, I tell you what, man, I'm so excited about doing the show.
Yeah.
Just sitting here, I'm going to be honest, man. I know this sounds corny, but just sitting here, I feel like I'm Mr. T, bro.
Really?
And let me tell you something. I actually cut my hair. Look at that. For the show. Because I feel it. I feel it inside me, dude. I pity the fool.
I pity you.
Hey, guys, thank you so much. And thank you for coming out. That's another episode of Legendary Muscle. Make sure you tune in next week. Well, you never know who we'll have. Here we got Pete and Paul Baker signing out. You have a very good day. See ya.
Hey, so we're done filming, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to get dinner.
All right.
Dude, hey, dude,
You gotta get him back.
no, put him in the back of the van. In the back of the van. In the back of the van. We're talking about getting food. It's right there, man. It's right there, food.
We did it.